name is Raya. I was born in Prague. I am a Jew, and I survived Terezin.
Zuzana Winterova, 11 years old, perished at Auschwitz, October 4th, 1944. Gabriela Friova, 10 years old, perished at Auschwitz, May 18th, 1944. František Brosnan, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz, December 15th, 1943. Ava Bulova, 15 years old, perished at Auschwitz, October 4th, 1944. Liana Franklova, 13 years old, perished at Auschwitz, October 19th, 1944. Alfred Weisskopf, 16 years old, perished at Auschwitz, December 18th, 1944. Hansa Kozek, 16 and a half years old, perished at Auschwitz, January 21st, 1945.
My name is Raya. I was born in Prague. Father, mother, Pavel, Irka, Irina, and Hansa. They're all gone, and I'm alone. But that is not important. What's important is that I am a Jew, and I survived. Terezin was a fortress built by Emperor Joseph II for his mother Maria Theresa, about 60 kilometers from Prague. It slept quietly under its blue skies and green valley until
March 5th, 1939, German Wehrmacht enters Prague. December 1st, 1939, Jewish children excluded from state elementary schools. June 14, 1940, Auschwitz concentration camp set up. September 27, 1941, Reinhard Heydrich orders mass deportation of Jews and establishes Terezin as a Jewish ghetto. October 16, 1941, first transports leave Prague for Terezin. Among them, the children.
Irina Zinkova, it's right now.
Here, in the back. Have the children arrived?
Yes, nearly 400, more than the earlier transport. Come along. We'll go join the others.
Later, when the older children arrive and the workers return, we'll find places for them in the barracks. Each one must have a place.
And tomorrow, another train that arrives?
We'll find a place for them in the barracks. And here in the school. They must start living again. School. Yes, you will go to school again. But right now you need to go with Renka to the bathhouse and then to supper. I promise.
Come.
You have to go with them to the bathhouse, dear.
they told Papa, come along out of the bathhouse. You must take a shower so that we don't get any sickness in the camps. But they took him to the gas, and he never got his shoes, and they told him to leave his clothes out on the yard so he can find them again. But they took him to the bathhouse, and he never got his shoes.
This is a real bathhouse. You can have soap and take a shower.
They took him to the bathhouse, and he never got his shoes.
That was Auschwitz. Here you are with friends. What is your name? I am Irina Zinkova. I'm a teacher here in Terezin. You'll come to school with us, won't you? You're from Prague? I once taught in Prague. It's such a beautiful city. I remember when I first moved to Prague, I was about your age. And I remember how scared I was, but after I made some friends, I wasn't frightened anymore. And now you are not alone, and you must not be afraid. Now that I've told you my name, you must tell me yours. How can we be friends if I won't know what to call you?
My number's tattooed here.
Raya and Glendarova. Come, Raya and Glendarova. Let me tell you about our school. There's so much to do here in school. You'll come here tomorrow, perhaps. There are many children here, and we only have a few books, but we have many songs. And every day, if you'd like, you can draw and paint a picture. See, each of the children has drawn their own spring picture. I can get you some paper, and tomorrow you may begin. See, we have to save all the paper we can find. Forms, wrapping paper, and some of the children brought their own. And when there's enough, the children draw and paint. Would you like to choose a piece of your own, Raya?
My name is Raya. Slowly, I began to heal. I and hundreds of children who passed through our Venus and Clovis school. It was months before I could say, my name is Raya. I said it over and over to hear the sound of my voice. Perhaps just to make sure I still knew my name. Raya. It was an achievement for me. Irina knew it. She gave me paper and paint, and I wrote my name in stiff purple characters. Raya. 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 It helped me to be sure I was still alive. One day, I suddenly wrote another name. Irina. It helped me to be sure to remember things that I was no longer afraid to remember.
Raya, cover the bread and close the door to the kitchen, or else the candles will go out.
Without Papa, he's coming.
Then he'll be here. Come.
She'll get us all in trouble.
No, she'll be careful. Raya, come. It's time to light the Sabbath.
Without Papa, I see him from the back window on beers with him.
Come away from the window now. Papa, at last.
Alright, Mama. Alright.
I saw you from the back window, so you weren't really late, Papa.
Of course not. As long as I am in sight, I'm not late. Besides, I was delayed by your Aunt Vera.
I knew I'd be blamed for it all. It's true, Simona. I kept him waiting. You don't understand.
Of course you protect him.
Now I know. I'm here.
Pavel, we must keep the back shutters closed. You know that.
Nonsense. So close. You can see the damn swatches on the wings.
Pavel, the Sabbath!
Sabbath Eve, the Nazis about to join us?
Pavel, if we're not careful.
They're all gone now.
Be careful. We must all be careful tonight. Planes, tomorrow tanks.
Joseph, what do you mean tomorrow?
Mama, Paul, all of you. Mama, today I lost my place.
It can't be true.
We all knew I had to come.
But you promised!
Promise? What do they mean, promise? I must report to work at Little Marie's. They are building a station.
But, Papa, you're not a carpenter, you're a teacher.
Hush, Raya. Let your father explain.
I must learn manual labor. Imagine all of us at the school, all of us.
Building a station.
Today they came to the school. We were given 1 hour to clear away books, papers, everything. 1 hour after all those years.
In the school?
And wait, there's still more.
Mama, it may be that we will have to move again. It may be that we must do so. The landlord is German, and we are
Jews!
Pavel, try to have patience.
We are Jews. They are relocating the boundaries, 12 blocks on either side. And we must, all of us, move into the area of the old ghetto.
So, once again,
But, Papa, they promised.
how soon?
Tomorrow.
By sundown. Sabbath sundown, Nana.
They give us Sabbath Eve to get ready. It saves a working day. What you tell them, Papa?
What should I have told? Some say it's the last order.
They always say it's the last order, but every month the ghetto just grows smaller.
What should I have told him? What does the Jew tell his German landlord?
They can't expect us to.
And Vera?
The woman too. They were released to work in the streets with the rest.
All unmarried women must report to work in the streets.
Irka!
Erica too. Mom, you must give up the school. Jews are no longer allowed to teach.
Irka, where is she?
They were turned down the streets of arrest.
But we thought the council was going to appeal. Why does the council sit waiting while the whole Nazi army just walks right in?
There are considerations.
Talk?
So you will attack, shout slogans? You and your friends? Be brave!
Better than hiding behind our prayer shawls.
Pavel, you go too far.
You go too far. Too far. You think we don't know? Last night your joke on the regional theater?
At least shouting to not know we're alive.
The regional theater?
A
Pavel!
little joke on the guards. What do you know? First, we stormed the lights and attacked my ambush near the theater arcade. They never knew what happened.
A joke not so amusing this morning. Hunters was taking his number called before the rest.
Why Hunters?
Joseph, you're not telling us all.
The guard knows one of the council. He said he recognized his son among the pranksters.
Why Hunters? He wasn't even there.
Pavel, it might have been you and Papa.
The guard said he recognized him. There's no quarreling with the Nazi guard.
That word. What cowards?
Huh!
No wonder the stars yellow.
You go too far. Too far.
Papa, I'm sorry, but
But you do not understand. You cannot.
I do. I have this to remind me.
What is this talk? To starve cannot destroy, but I will tell you it can.
Anna, the boy doesn't know what he's saying.
To starve! No white bread, meat, eggs, fish, cheese, poultry, fruit, jam!
Anna, please!
None of it for a Jew! To be denied the necessities of life,
I know, Mama.
and for your father too! No tobacco, cigars, cigarettes, no beer, all the little pleasures taken away!
I know that, Mama.
And the big ones too! The school, the synagogue! This will destroy us!
Mama, for God's sake!
No! I am not a fish from being a Jew! It means separation, and the fierce separation planned today takes them out and always the Jews! The Nazis, and you and your foolish bravado, may be lost. All be lost.
Mama, I'm sorry. But just to endure. It seems so...
We. To you, it's we. But think, the Nazis want us to work for them. If we must work, you must eat. There's that chance for life.
I don't call this living.
But while we live, we stay together, and perhaps later.
Yes, if they bid us work, we will eat. We may survive together. This war cannot last much longer.
Okay, Papa.
Alright. So no more shouting, no more jokes on Nazi cars. In a few months, we will be back on our flat. Hubert has promised to keep the furniture for us. He does not wish us harm. It'll be here when we come back.
Okay, Papa.
And you and Erica will be married as a plan. You will see. I promise.
Promises.
You will see. Come now, Mama. The lights. Be here soon.
First transports came from abroad the next day. We waited and hoped. Families moved in together. We moved in with Erica's family, and then we moved again. Each week, another degrade shrank our ghetto and our lives. It was incredible. 5,000 Jews lined the streets. Erica Schlager called to me.
Raya! Raya! Where are you going?
They said that we had to go to the municipal building.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Didn't they tell you why?
They said that we had to go. I ran ahead to join my mother. That was the day we left.
Okay, step 3. Men left. Wir will children right. Keep moving. Schnell, schnell.
Don't be afraid. We're only going on the train.
Where's father? What happened to father?
You'll see him again at the camp. Quiet now. We must wait.
It's been so long. I'm thirsty.
I'm hungry, please. Is there any bread?
Just wait a little while longer and we will have plenty of food.
Where are you going? Will father be there?
Patience.
Where are we going? What are they doing in the room there?
We will see. We have to wait our turn.
Are we going to work? They told us we would work together. They told me to remember these numbers always.
Yes, you must remember. At roll call, they will ask your number and you must answer them promptly.
They laughed and told us we were marked. Pigs, they said, will never go away.
Quiet now. Remember, whatever you see, whatever is done, remember that we are together, and then you will not be afraid. Come sit.
I was one of them. The children of Terezin. One who saw everything. The barbed wire fence, the rats, the lice. One who knew hunger, dirt and smells, the dread of heavy feet in the dark, screaming sirens. I sat in Irina Sinkova's classroom to write and paint the story of those days. I never saw another butterfly. The last, the very last, so richly, brightly dazzling yellow. Perhaps if the sun's tears sing against a white stone, such a yellow. It's carried lightly way up high. It went away, I'm sure, to wish to kiss the world goodbye. For 7 weeks, I've lived here, penned up inside this ghetto. But I have found my people here. The dandelions call to me, and the white chestnut candles in the court. Only I never saw another butterfly. Butterflies don't live here in this ghetto. That butterfly was the last one.
It is weeks since I came to this ghetto. I did not know such could happen to me. When I go home, I'm going to eat only white bread. When I go home, I'm going to make my bed every day clean.
When I go home, I'm gonna drink hot chocolate in the winter. Lots of it.
When I go home, I'm going to have pretty white curtains and rugs too. When I go home, I'm going to play ball in the courtyard and shout if I want to. I'm going to sit very quiet and read storybooks as long as I want. When I go home, all night maybe.
I'm gonna play the piano. Everyone will sing when I go home. We won't care how noisy we are.
When I go home, I've lived in the ghetto for more than a year, in Terezin, Black Town now. And when I think of home, oh so dear, I can love it more than I did somehow. Ah, home. Home. Why did they ever tear me away? Here, the weak die easy as a feather, and when they die forever. I'd like to think of home. It makes me think of sweet spring flowers in the court. Before, when I used to live at home, it never seemed so dear and fair.
Everything here is so strange, different from anywhere else in the world. People walk in the street, not just on the sidewalks, but there are certain of us here that we wouldn't find on the sidewalks. Cars do not drive here. Although, so nothing can run us over. We sleep in bunks, and everywhere, lots of people are packed in.
Mothers and fathers don't live together, and children live away from their homes, or whatever you call it.
When you get the one home, you think of something quite nice. Well, yours quite different. The buildings are now fuller, body smelling close to body. The garrets scream for light for long, long hours.
Tuesday, March 16th. 1943. Today I went to see my uncle in the Sedenta barracks. There, I saw that there were potato peelings and people threw themselves on the little piles and fought for them.
Tuesday, April 6, 1943. Tomorrow the SS-men are coming, and no children can go out on the streets. Daddy won't notice, and Dad will die of hunger. By evening, Wednesday, April 7, 1943. I missed Daddy yesterday, but I didn't cry. The other children couldn't see their parents either.
Last night, I had a beautiful dream. I was home. I saw our flat and our street. Today, I'm disappointed and out of sorts. I awoke in a bunk instead of my own bed. And this isn't a home anymore, it's a hospital. Everyone avoids us. Half of the number of the sick goes up every day. Half the children are sick in bed, and the doctors don't even know what to do.
I cut 6 fleas and 3 bed bugs today. Isn't that a fine head? I don't even need a gun. Last up in my shoe, so Walter has to touch the children. Tonight I'm gonna pitch it in with Eva.
There are kids from Poland. We are making little bags and nets for them.
I managed to get some news from parents. None of the children speak Czech. We don't even know if they're Jewish, Polish, or what. We see them a little through the fortress wall, and they went into the reception center this morning.
They look awful. They have tiny bodies and old faces. Most of them are bare-legged, but some of them have shoes. Came out of reception center with shaved heads. They had lice. Their eyes were frightened.
Mainly, he turns his voice. Mainly he stands. Perhaps can you say how beautiful is the world today?
We got used to standing in line at 7 o'clock in the morning, and again at 7 o'clock in the evening. We stood in a long line with the plate in our hand, and they gave us a few potatoes, or warmed up our salted coffee flavor.
We got used to sleeping without a bed, to saluting every uniform, to not walking on the sidewalks, and then to walking on the sidewalks. We got used to seeing piles of coffins full of corpses, to seeing the sick amidst dirt, to seeing the helpless doctors. We got used to it that from time to time, 1,000 unhappy souls would come here. From time to time, 1,000 unhappy souls would go away.
Sunday, September 5th, 1943. This was the day, but it's all over now. The trains have left. But Aubrey, Lila, Helena, Bobinka are all gone.
Everyone gave a little something before she left. She's such a poor thing. At 6 this evening, they reported for transport. Each one somewhere else.
Monday,
Sorry.
Monday, September 6th, 1943. Today I went to see Sedenta. When I came up to the barracks, the last few people were going through the back gates. Everything was bordered so nobody could run to them and so nobody could run away. I ran up to the last people going through the back gates, and in one of those trains, Sedenta was writing. Where did Zdenka go?
To transport. To the east.
Why?
To work. Resettlement. To go to the...
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz.
He will not come back. Yuri told us, you die if you go to Auschwitz.
Raya.
You die if you go to Auschwitz. And the ovens. And the chimneys. When you die, you burn to ashes.
We do not know this is true.
I know, and you know too, and you think just because we're children that we don't know.
What have you heard? Where?
Yuri, he told us. He's from Warsaw. You die if you go to Auschwitz.
I've heard the same talk. We all have. But think, Raya, such things cannot be true.
But it is. Last night, Zdenka, we shared our bread. We sang our songs, but now she's gone.
I know.
And Ava and Mariana.
I miss them too.
Eva and Susanna.
I know.
We promised we keep
first year of prom. We promised we'd go to school together, and now they're gone.
They were your friends, and you loved them. Do not forget how you worked together in this very room. The poems and the songs, they're pictures, see?
No, they'll burn them too!
Raya, listen to me. At this moment, you are no longer a child. So I tell you, I had a child. She was 9 years old. She was torn from my arms by an angered Nazi guard and thrown from the train. And I tried to throw myself after her, but I was pulled back into the car. I wanted to die until I came to Terezin and found thousands of amazing children here waiting for me. And then I knew I must not die. Do you understand? I have a child, and she lives whenever I comfort another child or dry their tears.
That was its beginning, but not its end. I was a child there. I knew that word. I became a woman there. Irina, she taught me another word, courage, and it helped me to believe in life.
I believe in life. I am Pavel. Pavel, I'm coming with you. I solved everything myself and I would never understand.
Irka, your mother and father need you. Go back to the barracks.
Pavel, you're close to me and the parents. I must come with you.
Rabbi, we want. Could you marry us, Rabbi?
I can. Have you a wedding ring?
Yes.
How much time?
An hour at most.
That'll be enough. Tell me your Hebrew names and let's call your parents and some friends. Dearly beloved, in the Bible we read 3 words, the meaning of which we have never understood as well as today. They are red, vita. Go, lower yourself, and you will rise. We too have sunk very low, but risen very high. Because we did not let our sad fate overwhelm us. We have not lost hope that right will finally be victorious over injustice, friendship over hostility, love over hatred, peace over war. If these terrible times had not come, you two young people might not have met and loved and decided to share your lives, so you may say, good may arise out of evil. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord show you favor and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn on loving kindness to you and grant you peace. Amen.
Auschwitz came. Mother, father, Pavel, Irka, they went. Everyone I knew and loved in Prague went. No one was here to remember me of the child to follow. But we turned and found each other.
Yuri. They said they wouldn't take him. He was a plumber, an electrician. So clever. They said they wouldn't take him.
Yuri, he was your friend?
He was my brother.
You're Hansa. Hansa Kosek. I'm Raya and Glendarova. My brother, Pablo and Irka.
I know. They just got married. Now, what's the good of that?
They're still together.
What's the good of that?
Together they'll not be afraid.
You're afraid.
So what if I am? You're laughing at me. You think I'm a coward.
I'm laughing at you because you're a girl. And you don't know the first thing about anything.
Well, it's easy for you. I see how you get by the guards. It's easy for a boy.
Maybe. My father was beaten and left for dead before my eyes. I saw it. I couldn't move. I was so afraid. I never understood until my father dying told me, "You're a good boy, Hansa. You're afraid, but not a coward."
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Well, I have to go.
Wait, where are you going?
House number 25? Where do you live?
House number 2, on the other side, near the wall.
There's 30 girls in our compound. Irina, she's in charge. She lives with us.
We live alone. We elect our own leaders and have meetings, secret ones.
Don't you have one of the older men there?
What for? We're all old enough. We all work in the fields.
I work in the fields. I'm old enough. Don't you go to school after work?
Sometimes. Sometimes we have meetings with the boys from the other homes and talk and plan.
What?
Oh, like someone gets an idea about something and we talk about it. Or someone does something we don't like and we tell them to quit it. Or else. We're actually working on something right now.
For the boys' home.
Well, not just for the boys' home. We're gonna have a newspaper and report the news in camp.
Have you got a printer press?
No, it's not that kind of paper. We're gonna make copies of it by hand and hang it around the barracks.
But could you make one for the girls' home?
I suppose. I never thought about it before. Well, I have to go. We're gonna have a meeting about the paper. You can come if you want to.
And so Vadim was born and lived for 3 years. In some way, the youth of Terezin grew up together. Hansa, Irina gave me a book of poetry. She wants you to read one special poem.
Here's this piece of it in.
Thank you, I'll go get it started.
Wait, I was thinking. We talked about it after the meetings. We could run some of the poems over from the girls' home. Win this room.
Irina would be glad of that. I'll go get it started.
Wait, I saw you in the field today. Of course I couldn't say anything. Maybe we could plan a way to meet there in case there's a message or anything.
The guards think that we're in the barracks.
I'm not afraid. Are you?
Yes. No. So what if I am? They beat you.
It wouldn't be the first time. I always get up again.
Someday.
Someday, maybe I won't. What difference does it make?
Don't talk like that. I'll go if you do.
Wait, I'm only teasing.
I miss you. I mean, woods need you. And paper. I really wouldn't know who to trust.
Others would bury their poems too.
Not many.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Ryan, I have some flowers for you.
Where?
You know the square in front of the tower?
The prisoners aren't allowed back there.
I know, but they can't stop us from looking. Look, from here. You see the flowers and the butterflies?
I see them.
I'm giving them to you, and every time you pass.
I'll say they're mine. Hansa gave them to me. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hansa, Irina gave me a book of poetry. She wants you to read one special poem.
I found it and read it, and left one there for you too. Brian, look. Open it carefully. It's very expensive.
Obviously, if you crawled through the barracks to bring it, why didn't you just leave it in the shed?
It can't be left around here.
Hansa! A sausage! Thank you, and sausage, where did you get it?
I liberated it.
Liberated? Hansa.
Actually, I took it.
No wonder it tastes so good. You're so brave.
I won't be here for a few days.
Why? Where are you going?
Nothing. A small detail outside the fortifications. They're picking the strongest. I'll be chosen.
Hansa. No.
There'll be a chance for extra food. Maybe another sausage.
I don't care about another sausage.
Don't worry. It's some kind of walled courtyard. They want the job done. Nothing much can happen. Well, I have to go.
Hansa? Goodbye. I'll be waiting.
Raya, it's all right. A message came through.
What is it? Tell me.
The boys are back. All of them.
I've been holding my breath for 2 days. All I could think about was Hansa.
What would you have done if he had not come back?
Waited,
Weeks and months had passed.
waited, and held my breath, and waited for tomorrow, and then waited again.
Waiting days are long days, Raya. You would have learned to stop thinking of tomorrow and to keep alive today. Remember that. To keep alive today.
I don't know how. I'm afraid.
Afraid of tomorrow? Then think of today, right now. Can you live until tonight?
Yes.
And tomorrow morning, can you live until noon?
Yes.
And at noon, in the heat and the hunger, and the stench and the weariness, can you live until that night?
Yes.
Then you will survive. Each day you just find some reason.
As you have done?
Yes. Somehow one of us is sure to survive. One of us has to teach children to sing again, to write on paper with pencil, to do sums and draw pictures. So we keep alive each today.
Eva Heska, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Eli Helarova, 13 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Hannes Hachenberg, 14 years old. Hector Fischl, 15 years old. Marika Friedmanova, 12 years old. Rantesek Bas, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Diedrich Hoffman, 12 years old. Joseph Pollack, 14 years old. Nita Valentikova, 13 years old. Nina Nedorova, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Eva Stenova, 13 years old. Hanna Lisowova, 15 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Hansa Kosek.
Raya,
Hansa?
don't turn or move.
Hansa, where are you?
Don't move. Here on the other side of the wall. I have a number in this transport.
What do you mean?
Don't turn. Don't move. I have a number in this transport and I must report.
Hansa, no.
But the news is good.
What do you mean?
The war is coming to an end.
Hansa, no.
Something must have come back from the Nazis. Something will happen before long. You must wait for me.
Hansa, I can't. Hansa, where are you? Where are you?
You must wait for me here.
Hansa, no.
I am with you, wherever you are. Raya, listen.
I'm listening.
I have something I never told you about the contest. I wrote a poem too.
You never handed it in.
It's supposed to be about a memory. Instead, it's about you. I'll leave it here, next to the corner. Read it sometime, but don't laugh. You laughed once before, remember?
I remember.
And when you read this...
I won't. I promise. I won't laugh. I promise.
Goodbye.
Hansa? Hansa? Goodbye. Memory. Come tell a fairy tale about my girl who was lost and gone. Tell about the golden grail, and bid the swallow bring her back to me. Fly close to her and ask her soft and low if she thinks of me sometimes with love. If she is well, ask too before you go. And if I am still her precious dove, and hurry back, don't lose your way, so I can think of other things.
But you're too lovely perhaps to stay. I loved you once. Goodbye, my love.
It was the motto of Terezin. Work makes us free. It was not work that made us free. It was goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Everyone worked, but it was still goodbye. How can you fear anything when everyone that you ever loved was gone?
Ryan Glendarova, you know by now my number, 102866 was called. When you come to school today, you will see that I have gone. You will have questions and I will answer them before you ask. Once I saw an old Bible picture. Satan was about to pierce a saint through with his lance. The saint was sitting comfortably there, as if it had nothing to do with him. I used to think that the medieval painters were incapable of presenting feelings like fear, astonishment, or pain. So it looked as if the saints had shown no interest in their own martyrdom. Now I understand the saints better. What could they do? I have wrapped up the last of the pictures and poems in my shawl. See that they are buried with the rest, somewhere. And remember what they mean to all of us. I have nothing else to give you but this. What you and all the children have made of Terezin in the fields, the flowers, and all the butterflies. Goodbye.
Irina Sinkova, perished at Auschwitz, January 28, 1945. Mother, father, Pavel, Yurka, Irina, Hansa. In the end, perished at Auschwitz. And I, Raya and Glendarova, after the liberation, returned to Prague, alone. Alone.
I lived in this ghetto for 7 weeks, but I found my people here.
Now you are not alone, and you must not be afraid.
We will return. Somehow we will return.
We are making little bags and nets for them, and toys too.
To look for Zdenka. She cried and laughed at the same time. She was so happy to see someone before she left.
I believe in life. I am Pavel.
Now you are not alone, and you must not be afraid.
Yes, I will marry you, if you wish to go together.
Never understood until my father dying told me. You're a good boy, Hansa. You're afraid, but not a coward.
Yes, somehow one of us is sure to survive. One of us has to teach the children to sing again, to write on paper with pencil, to do sums and draw pictures.
I missed that yesterday, but I did not give it to my sadness.
Raya, I am with you, wherever you are.
As they walk through the valley of sorrow, they make it a place of springs.
I have nothing else to give you but this, the fields, the flowers, and all the butterflies.
Mother, father, Pavel, Yurka, I hear you. Hansa, I hear and remember. Irina Sinkova, I taught the children. My name is Raya. I was born in Prague. I am a Jew, and I survived Terezin. Not alone, and not afraid.
again.